everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Long Live the Queen. So I've got a feeling, although we're still only on week 33, so it does look like there is a pretty good amount of time remaining until we turn 15 and officially become the Queen, or our coronation arrives. But I also think we are starting to come to the end of things, because the actions that have popped up have started to become a lot more intense, like that civil war we had before. The poisoning came back up again, and we thankfully passed that, so hopefully we'll make it, for sure. I mean, what else can I say? Let's see, we're currently angry, and I want us to keep that way, for sure, at least for the next while. Because, as you all may remember, we're going to focus on swords and our lumen stuff from probably this point onwards. We could probably eventually put a couple more points into military, because I don't know if war will actually end up coming back again, because obviously that was a civil conflict right there, so actually we could still have foreign conflicts in the future, and that's something we need to be very, very aware and careful about in our future. That also would mean that intrigue could probably be a good idea at points. We probably don't need to worry about history at all, and even before intrigue, I think the medicine stuff would obviously be more important, and probably still some economics and trade, but we know what we're doing right now, and that's definitely going to be maybe more into swords and a bit more into magic resist for now? I think magic resist would be the best one of those to do, so let's go ahead and get started. Yep, keep on with swords. That should all be pretty good. 20. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. 30. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in carefully timed patterns. Oh yeah, resist magic is getting so high. It got increased by 20, so actually I think one day put into all of the magic skills now will actually max them out, so we're almost done with that. We'll be frickin' cool. 70. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field, so that magical attacks not directly targeted at you will slide harmlessly aside. This does need much power, so you can keep it up for... Oh, this doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time. That's really cool. Before we were actually working on a lot of stuff that, was very effective, but actually took a lot of power, so we couldn't maintain it for a while. Nice to have something that actually works the alternate way. 80. You learn how to directly counter offensive magic with your own powers, so that you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. This is very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful. Kinda like an overload or overcharge thing. Alice is here! What's up, Alice? My lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. Uh-oh. We haven't done very much to anger our father this round, despite, of course, accepting... Oh, what was her name? I don't remember her name, but besides accepting having that Lumen lady chill with us, we haven't done that much. We did also steal the crystal, but he shouldn't know about that unless he found out, so let's see what's up. Fine, I'm coming. You find your father standing over a map of the coastline, his face grave. Holy crap, this might be war. Ships have been sighted on approach from Shanghai. Is that like Shanghai? Just like Shanghai? It's not spelled like Shanghai. At least if I remember correctly. I don't know. Not trade ships. This is a war fleet. What? Within a week, they will be in Novan waters. Within 2, they could reach the capital. Then we will fight to defend ourselves. You could try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it may be difficult on short notice. Hell yeah, we should definitely recruit more soldiers. Fine, we'll do that. You will need to draw up a naval strategy for our ships to carry out. We're at 50. This should at least be a partial success. And if everything goes the way I would want it to, hopefully we'll actually get a second day to do this, and hopefully also these messages will stop popping up. I apologize for that. I probably should have gone offline before starting this. You could choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person. but the danger to you would be very great. Unless you think your personal skills will make the difference, I would strongly advise against it. This is an awkward situation, because obviously naval command isn't our best trait, but actually what worries me about that more is that while we have very good defense in regards to our magic stuff, our weapon skills is still pretty bad, so I think we would be a pretty large target to assassination. Hopefully we can manage everything okay, and our fleet will still do well if we stay in the capital. Might be a very foolish choice, but our strongest armies are on land as well, so honestly I think we might be okay if we get beaten aback a little bit on the seas, because once they get to us on land, we should be able to take them out. No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Okay. Hopefully that won't be really bad for us. I think it should work out, but you know, and that -2 afraid is kind of bad for us because we definitely want to keep on being angry, and there was something that increased angry, right? Right? Apparently not. God damn. Angry is so hard to add. I want to do like nothing today. What does a 10 court do? +2 to yielding, which is good because that brings willful away. What does that do in +1 to depressed? Okay, I think that's definitely the best because that evens out everything else. Adds 1 to pressured as well. So we'll just attend court. Try to keep us angry as much as we can for sure. So that kind of changes things. That makes me think we should probably put all of our points into naval strategy for today, then tomorrow go back into our normal run of things. Granted, that means it's gonna take a bit to get our weapons works going, but we didn't seem to get the checks for naval strategy yet. So I think it would probably actually be smartest to go ahead and double our work into that. See if that'll really affect our war effort in a great way. So let's give that a shot. 50. You learn about the challenges to naval warfare posed by unpredictable weather, as well as the dangers of sailing too close to an unknown coastline. 60. So it looks like we'll at least get it to 80, maybe 90. Actually, we'll probably get it up to 90. +27, yeah. 60. Learn about the use of ships in transporting ground soldiers between locations. 90 actually should mean it's maxed out, especially since it's 96 with our knight's outfit here, so that actually should be very good for us. 70. You study the cost, time, and materials required to construct new ships. 80. You study the blockades, both setting them and breaking them. 90. You study the effect of cannons against coastal installations, such as enemy docks and seaside villages. Oh shoot! Get a little cutscene, this is awesome. Danger on the scenes. Ships close in on each other, angling into range. The Shangjins have half again as many troops as you do. It doesn't look promising. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. The Novan ships are sunk or scattered as the Shangjin forces press towards landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troubles have not ended. Since you have failed to repel the invasion, the Shangjin fleet will soon land and their troops will begin to progress towards your capital city. Your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, of course, but the main strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. Why would we put our strongest forces in the ocean? God damn it. I wanted our strongest units to be on land, but apparently it was going to work out that way. Once again, I think it's probably actually going to be best to attend court. Yeah, let's do that. Keep ourselves angry. And now I think we actually really need to work on those weapons. So weapons once again. I would like to get those to 100, but actually I think it might be smarter to double into weapons. Do double in archery, do double in polearms, then do that as well the next day, so hopefully I can then put double into swords and become like a master swordsman by that point as well. Then we can do, hopefully do that really cool magic thing where we would fight with a blade of pure energy or pure light or whatever that wield magic skill was. I think that would be really cool. So polearms and archery, they're not gonna get over 25, which is really gonna suck, but it'll take 2 days to get them over that point, I'm pretty sure, so hopefully this will work out for us, to say the least. Maybe we should have commanded our fleets personally back there, but I don't know. I don't think that would have worked out. I think it would have put us in a greater risk of dying since, like, our archery is so low, our polearms are so low, and quite frankly, right now, our sword play is even really bad as well, so let's see. 10. You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers. 10. You learn about a variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and glaive. I don't know what a glaive is. Halberds are badass, though. I love those things. Especially if you use one in Dark Souls, because your character apparently is like the strongest man on the planet whenever he one-hands a halberd. Like, I would never be able to do that. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Shangjin control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Shangjin has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies and surrender now. And surrendering now will save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet your representatives to meet with the representatives from Shangjie. Actually, that would probably be pronounced like Shangjie. I'm not sure, I'm so bad pronouncing things. You expected diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect the handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you. A man announced by your servants as Togami, king of Shangjie. Foreign affairs failed, world history failed. Is he really their king? Why would a king come all the way here? Oh god, this guy looks like a freaking vampire. Sense magic failed? We have it at 80! Oh my god. Togami! My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Composure failed, court manners failed. Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people. Temper, temper, princess. After all, I am here to save your people. I am a vampire. I shall make you all my kind by sucking your blood. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things as in a civilized manner. A contest, a game, so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the powers of a lumen. I propose a formal duel. My powers against yours. The winner takes control of Nova. The loser dies. Your game by your rules? For my life? That doesn't sound fair to me. The rules of formal dueling have been passed down from centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by the ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal Lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion, even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods! Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want. It's your crystal. To gain your power, I am willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? Sense magic failed again. I don't like this, but what choice do I have? Man, seeing as our sense magic failed twice there and it's at 80%, I'm not really liking our odds. In all honesty. I mean, our lumen skills are so good, but I really wish now that they actually were maxed out. This seems to be our only hope, though, for succeeding, so let's accept his terms. Then, I must. Togami explains the rules of formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of wards which will contain the effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. And then it is time to begin. Oh yeah, resist magic success! Whoa, this is like crazy cool. With all this weird effects that are going on. You trade attacks. One spell sensed and countered by another. Reserving your strength as much as possible. It might also be exciting if your life weren't on the... It might almost be exciting if your life weren't on the line. Sense magic success! You need to end this quickly before his experience allows him to come up with a trick you cannot defeat. He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical one. Perhaps if you rushed him, you could take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use his fancy spells. But what would you do then? You still have to use magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor. Wield magic success! Perhaps you could focus your power into a shape of a sword and attack him with that. Holy cow, please! Or maybe it could distract him somehow. You could cast a spell that he couldn't block. Sword magic or dazzle him? I don't think our sword play is good enough. Can we try dazzling him? God, I really hope this works. Let's give it a shot. Because our sword play is only 33, our skills with our swords, and I don't think that would be quite enough, even if this guy isn't experienced with weaponry and is bad at close range. But I also kind of feel like dazzling him wouldn't work. Would dazzling him contain, like, bluffing skills? Because we don't really have anything in regards to that. 33 for a magic sword. Would that be best? Let's actually give that a shot. Because thinking it over, is there anything that's like bluffing though, besides composure? I really should remember that, but I don't. Let's give the magic sword a try. Said that in the weirdest way, but I'm so unsure. Let's just try dazzling him. Please don't die! Please don't die, Elodie. I have faith in you. Wield magic success, but decoration failed. You threw out a dazzling shower of sparkles, hoping to blind him and seize the advantage. It doesn't work! Swirls of dark smoke rises from the floor at your feet, spinning around you like a black hurricane. You know you have to stop it. But how? It's around you and there's nothing to target. Faster and faster it spins, making it hard to breathe, until finally everything goes dark. Oh, Elodie, no! Oh god, we were killed by a magical spell. Elodie once again did not survive to reach her coronation. Nova would have to go on without her. But it doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again. Okay guys, we're gonna do something interesting right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and load back into our previous save, the one right here, and we're actually gonna try things a little bit differently. Hopefully we'll be able to change that outcome that just happened. Obviously, since our military stuff failed, we're not gonna care about that. We're going to change our outfit completely, go into the magic girl, so let's see how our lumen skills are working. 98 for wielding magic, not quite 90. I mean, not quite 100% once again, which sucks. But this gives us time to focus on our swords once again, which will give me more confidence in regards to working with that. Yeah, decoration was only 15. I figured the dazzling would use a different trait, but there isn't something for bluffing. No, flattery. Flattery is what I was thinking was bluffing skills. But obviously decoration also makes sense in that context. But let's go ahead and start working on our sword stuff like mad. Also a little bit of resist magic, because obviously that saved us in some situations there. So we'll go resist magic and sword play? No. I think we should work on pole arms today or archery. So once those two are done, we could just double into swords like I wanted to before. So we'll do archery for today, I think. Bada bing, bada boom. We could actually probably skip most of this. First time we're actually using the skip feature. Direct the fleet, that actually might help us with this more, but once again, I'm scared that we might die. So let's actually go ahead and stay back home. This actually is very important to manage what we do here, but I'm pretty sure attending court both of these days is what we needed to do most. Nice! All of our lumen skills are over 90. Archery is 17, so that means we do pole arms and weapons. We could just do double pole arms and then do archery and swords tomorrow, so we'll have to do that. Man, I'm actually not sure that we have enough time to get a lot of work into our swords, because after... I think this is the final day that we have time to actually do anything. Which means that this might not end up working out for us, which is very, very scary. Let's see, classes. Yeah, we'd want to do archery and then weapons, or swords. So let's go ahead and do that, archery and swords. Please, just one more day. If we get one more day, we would be able to max out that stuff like mad, but I'm pretty sure he's here. Sense Magic succeeded, and he's a lumen, too. Okay, so we're out of time, which is unfortunate. Maybe instead of doing pole arms and archery, I should have just put all of our points into swords so we could at least be at 50. But, you know, we'll just have to deal with that as it is. Let's see how this changes now that our Sense Magic worked. My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Don't pretend to be my friend. Temper, temper. I'm a vampire, you see, and I'm going to eat your whole family. This guy's got like the white hair, the red eyes, and everything. I can't see any way that this guy wouldn't be a vampire. So I think we could skip the rest of this. Maybe I shouldn't have, but you know, Sense Magic failed right there. That's not good. Except to his terms. Bada bing, bada boom. All of this should once again be the same. Sword magic! Let's see if this works this time. Hopefully we'll actually be able to succeed in this. Still a little bit worried, but we might be able to come out on top. Motes of shimmering moonlight conceal into a weapon. No, coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Reflexes plus swords failed. You lunge, but he ducks under your blade and rolls away. Before you can regain your target, he summons up a shield of red fire that surrounds him totally. Now it ends. The fire sweeps forward, devouring your vision. Oh god! That was freaking crazy. Ah, god. Okay, so obviously we're in a rough situation here, and this actually might be the ending of our series. Maybe I'll come back and do stuff on the side, because I really, really want to be able to beat this game, but I don't think we're going to start over from the beginning, you know? If we do continue it, it'll either be me trying to mess with this more until I get it to work, or starting off a new save from the beginning and, getting back to this point here and seeing if we could survive through it. So hopefully this won't be the end of Long Live the Queen, but may very well be the end of this save file that we have right here, which is a big old bummer. Big old bummer, to say the least. God damn, Elodie, I want to get you through this. Who knows? I can't say whether or not this will be the final episode of the series. So it will, because I really, really want to plow through this. We'll see how things change in the future. If not, maybe we'll come to some new really fun game, as I was planning to do once Long Live the Queen ends. But you know, well, only time will tell for all that. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.